Hey friends, this is Jennifer Terri. I make Philippine Travel Updates. Sorry for the noise. I think birds are nesting on our ceiling. I hope you can hear me clearly. Anyways, the Department of Foreign Affairs has something to say. According to him, Christmas homecoming. He wants the government to lift the travel cap. Travel cap, we've talked about it a lot of times. Limited passenger arrival capacity in Philippine airports. It increases the plane tickets. No, it makes it hard for Filipinos to come home. According to Secretary Teddy Boylocsin, this travel cap has jacked up economic prices to up to $7,000 for economy, denying our kababayans means to go home for Christmas. True enough, we know this. Plane tickets are expensive for flights to the Philippines. He added that it only helps to increase flights to Manila, Clark, Subic, and Davao airports for all international airlines and lift the cap on arrivals, especially for our returning OFWs. Because like looking at the price tickets today, I checked with Philippine Airlines. Dubai to Manila, yan. Kung uuwi ka January 10 pa and you book your flight today, nasa 3,960 AED. Diba? Mahal. Mga 54,000 din. How about America? If you book your flight today, you travel to the Philippines on December 15, Los Angeles to Manila, you have to pay your tickets at $1,382 US dollars. That's only one way. Los Angeles to Manila. According to him, we cannot have economic recovery of airlines because or by squeezing to a pulp of OFW's right to return home, especially for Christmas, or the politicians will have a miserable 2022 Christmas as defeated candidates. I don't know why he said that. But looking at guys, the travel cap in Philippine airports, in NAIA, in Manila, 4,000. Although CAB a few weeks ago said they want to increase it. We haven't heard any update on that. But anyways, in Cebu guys, 2,000 arrival cap. In Clark, mga nasa sa Clark kasi paliit lang din, mga nasa 500 lang din. And then Davao, Lawag, Subic, they share the 1,000. And Panglao recently added nga. So it's still low, like 6,000 arrival cap. Before, pre-pandemic, 40,000. 6,000 is so far away from 40,000. They have to increase it. According to one kababayan, he said, Cebu Mactan Airport can easily and safely handle 4,000 arrival cap. Why restrict it to just 2,000? Cebu would gladly welcome increasing the travel cap, diba? They have a lot of hotels there, struggling. They will welcome it. So the Department of Foreign Affairs Secretary Teddy Boylocsin is not only calling out for the government to remove the travel cap, but also to forget the quarantine stays. We can't help our OFWs by fleecing them in hotel quarantines. Tama na, maawa na kayo sa OFW. Yan. Although a few countries where there are a lot of OFWs were added on green list nga, like Saudi, UAE, Japan. But still, a lot of countries like Qatar, Bahrain, they were not included in the green list. And a lot of Filipinos there, US, a lot of Filipinos there, but they're not on green. So, still a lot of travelers need to quarantine. So, Sir Eddie Boylocsin, you are in the position. He is a member of the sub-technical working group in the IATF that decides quarantine measures for international travelers. So, may power po kayo. Don't just tweet it. Speak up in the IATF meeting. I think they're having their meeting today, IATF. So yun nga, speak up. You have our full support. And we've mentioned this a lot of times. Doctor of Octa Research also emphasized this, that the risk positivity rate of international travelers less than 2%. Meaning, sa 100 na dumarating, 2 lang yung nagpa-positive. Hindi nga umaabot ng 2 kasi 1.8% lang. Napakababa. And not only the Department of Foreign Affairs are in favor of removing quarantine for yellow list countries, but also private sectors. According to Presidential Advisor for Entrepreneurship, Joy Concepcion, private sector wants shorter quarantine for travelers from yellow countries. He said that we're hoping that the quarantine will be brought down anywhere between 1 to 2 days, maybe at most 3 days, just for people to take the RT-PCR test. He said that they're hoping that the government task force will come up with final guidelines this week, because we have been, a lot of Joey Concepcion, and a lot of people have been calling out for especially yellow list countries or North America to have at least a shorter quarantine or no quarantine at all if they can show a negative test result. And it seems like the IATF is just postpone. The pilot test, what happened to that? According to a source, the IATF says that the COVID-19 infections on yellow list countries remained high and the risk of infections to Filipinos severe. Based on their infection data presented by the Bureau of Quarantine on the arriving Filipinos from yellow list countries, including the US, Canada, and the EU. Well, when we look at the data that's on their website, on the DOH, it doesn't show that it's high risk. Like, it's still very low. If we had 6,000 arrival cap, mga sa isang week, like looking at the data right now, positivity rate for ROF, international travelers, 98 cases lang from October 28 to November 3. 1 week, 98 lang. If you're posting the correct and updated records, DOH, I don't know what they're talking about. High risk, 98 cases in 1 week? Surely, they could have just shown a negative test result or again be tested upon arrival. Kasi 5 days is still a long time. Look, most travelers only have 3 weeks, 2 weeks of time, and then kung 5 days nasa hotel, a lot of time is wasted there. Presidential advisor noted that the shortening of quarantine period is vital to boost mobility in the country as more tourist destinations open up and more local government ease travel restrictions. Marami ng lugar ang nagluluwag, mas maraming uuwi, mas maraming babakasyon. That's money for the businesses, diba? And I really feel it, like we are loosening up here. Yesterday, finally, my cousins who are under 10, finally, nakapasok na ng mall after almost 1.5 years. Diba? We're moving forward. Let's keep going. Our cases is still decreasing. Hopefully, we'll hear from this week siguro. Because they have their meeting today or next week. I think next week. Decision na, ano ba yan? Palagi nag-study. We don't want to hear you studying. We want implementation. We want changes. Diba? Diba, guys? Let's do it. Stop studying. Do it. Anyways, do at least a pilot test. Pilot test. On the other hand, international flight. I saw this on Facebook and it's been going around. Davao to Japan flight. Major Tokyo-based airline, All Nippon Airways, ANA, sees the possibility of Davao to Japan direct air link. Now, I've been trying to find where did they get this announcement because travel agencies are sharing this. I was also happy to see this. Like, sino bang hindi gusto ng direct flight? Ang problema, guys, this is an old news. This is from 2019, November 2019. Okay? Hindi po ito siya updated. Hindi ito ngayon. So, I know Davao is being used as a backup airport. Philippine Airlines. I also heard Singapore Airlines. So, I'm not sure about their schedule, guys. But you can go and check in their website. Pero Davao is not still operating at full capacity. International flights, hindi pa siya full capacity. Most flights are rerouted lang. On another note, the Philippines will be starting administering booster shots for healthcare workers starting today. So yan, healthcare workers lang muna. And the good thing is they can choose their brand of vaccine. Good. Because they should be given the choice, especially them, of all people. They're her heroes. So yan, they can choose the same brand or they can choose a different brand. Yan, Sinovac, pwede din. Sinovac pa din. Or gusto nila Pfizer, pwede. Kung Janssen, pwede after 3 months na magpa-booster shot na. But if you receive the 2-shot vaccine, dapat at least 6 months. So here in the Philippines, we're only doing booster shots for people, for healthcare workers. But I think we will be soon doing this also for people with comorbidity, senior citizens. Because we've seen it in other countries. Have you guys heard? In Europe, they're heavily vaccinated and yet they're having COVID surge. That's really worrying. That's why we need to be ahead, no, of Corona and start doing the booster shots. moving forward, IATF has approved limited face-to-face classes for all programs in December. Wow! So universities, colleges can start applying for limited face-to-face classes. That's good. It's long overdue. College students can get vaccinated anyway. So why not stop them? If politicians can have their big social gatherings with no social distancing, how can we deprive college students of their education, of face-to-face classes, diba? Some promising news as well. Antiviral pill, COVID-19 antiviral pill will be available. So Pfizer has their own, and they said that they will be making a cheaper version for poor countries. And Merck, they also have the anti-COVID pill, and they will be applying for an EU emergency use in the Philippines. So these things are promising. No, medical expert says that this anti-COVID pill is significant for us to live with COVID. And of course, it does not replace vaccines. Like, vaccine is still the best defense for this disease. This is all I can share for today, the updates. Today is November 18. Stay safe po, and God bless you. If you have any questions, comment down below. I may make a Q&A video soon, so please drop down your questions. I'll see you tomorrow with another update. Stay safe and God bless. Bye!